Why are we putting in cartoons trans flags and we're all this stuff that and that's my personal opinion. I don't agree with it. I think it's too young. I don't agree with 8-year-olds wearing makeup either. It was never sexualized and weird and like, why does a 5-year-old watching a Netflix cartoon show need to know about that right now? Why? And then let's just really take it there.
Let's take it there.
Why are we encouraging our kids to be a different gender and feed them false information when they're so young? So this is what I said recently that people really understood. When I grew up and I started looking different, right? My mother encouraged me to just be myself. When I started wearing makeup and being more feminine and wanting to do certain things, it wasn't, oh my God, Jeffrey needs, what do they call it now? Gender affirming care. I'm done. She let me be myself. She didn't push me to be anything. Just like when you're a tomboy, did your mom try to, get you a surgery to be a, you know what I mean? Did she cut your tits off at 13? No. So nowadays it's all these fucking weirdos telling their kids, oh my God, you like a Barbie? You're a woman. No, that's just a little boy experimenting, not knowing what the fuck he's doing.
You know what? Listen, I never really agree with this community, but when it comes to facts and truth speaking, there's no gray areas, just strictly black and white. Everything he said, I agree, I co-sign that. My thing is this, yeah, I hate the fact that you guys have stolen the rainbow flag. Like, I actually like the color of rainbow, especially as a child. I love the color of rainbow, especially when I was in primary school, when it used to be raining and the sun comes out, then you see the rainbow and then we're like, yo, the rainbow. There used to be a sweet back in the days, Skittles. I used to love Skittles, and their main logo was like the rainbow. And now it's like, if I say I like the rainbow, they're going to say, oh, yo, you're gay. But that's a childhood. That's things that we like from childhood. They've taken that, kind of suppress those ones that likes rainbow, to be like, no, I don't like rainbow. Or if you see your little boy say, oh, dad, can
I get the t-shirt with the rainbow? You're like,
no, don't get that, get this, because they've suppressed it. Everything he's saying is true. It's like, bring that into school and show that in cartoons, Netflix and all of that. Why? Guys acting feminine from young, like what he said about what his mum said. Like, his mum didn't say, oh man, you're putting makeup on. All right, cool. Let's take you shopping and just buy you bare girl clothes. No, she just let him, be you. Have to force and impose, oh, that means you want to be a girl. Okay, let's chop off your ding-dongs now. Hey, shame on certain people. Like, I'm not even going to say the name, but shame on certain people that your child comes to you and say, oh, daddy, I feel like I'm a girl. And then you decide to say, okay, cool. You know what? Let's get rid of all your boys' clothes and let's start taking you to, the section where it's only for females. You can buy your dress, you can buy your nails. Shame on you parents, because, when a kid is at that age, such a tender age, they don't really know what they're doing. They're just experimenting with life. And then when you start putting your ideology and try to say, okay, cool, that means you want to be a girl. Okay, cool, let me help you be a girl now. They can be like that at a certain age and outgrown that. You never know. But when you guys are enforcing this stuff on them, that you're suppressing them with your own ideology, or, oh, okay, cool, we don't want you to get bullied. We want everyone to be the same. We want everyone to be equal. And yeah, you can go to the girls' toilet and you're a boy. Like, what's all that about? Never understood that. I'm so happy that I grew up in the era where that was not about. There was a book actually that I actually saw in my son's primary school. It was about a girl that called herself a boy name, and she said to everyone that she's a boy in her class, and the teacher had to co-sign and participate with that and say, yeah, you're a boy, what's your boy name? And she's a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, there need to be a certain type of lane where we don't cross. And a kid hits a certain type of age, then yeah, by all means, be who you want to be. But when you're a child, it's our job as adults to actually guide them through the right path and not trying to oppose what is really unnecessary to kids. You feel me? Because there's no point trying to make everyone equal. You have a cartoon and then you got two gays in the cartoon. What's all that about, man? Kids don't need to see that. They came from a mum and a dad. They didn't come from two men. Depending if the two men went to go adopt them. But let's keep it 100%, guys. They come from a woman and a man. So we don't need to, impose this unnecessary ideology to this innocent child. So I agree with everything you're saying. And this is actually coming from a person that wants to look like a woman. You get what I'm saying? So if he's the one that can say it, because if someone like me said it, it's going to be like hate speech or rage baiting or whatever it's called. But if someone like this person said it now, everyone's going to look at the whole perspective differently, because you can look at him and tell that he's a guy looking like a woman. Everyone's been saying this for years. It's very unnecessary to push out this agenda in primary school where kids' brains are like sponges and they're going to absorb anything that the adults give to them. It's crazy. I'm not going to lie. It's crazy. I remember one time I had my son playing a Roblox and he had a friend on Roblox. And I was like, oh, that's your friend? That's because I wanted him to know. I wanted to know if he had a girlfriend or not. I said, is that your friend? Yeah. This is yeah. I said, what's his name? He said the kid's name and whatnot. I said, that sounds like a boy's name. Why is his character looking like a female? He couldn't even explain it. He didn't even understand that himself. I found that weird. But my kid was so young, I didn't want to kind of digress too much into it. But I was just like, wow, man, that's crazy, man. And this is because they've been pushing out this agenda for a very, very long time. You can see it in school books, primary school, cartoons, TV, and it's like, what's going on out here now, man? I appreciate the fact that this guy can come up and talk that and say how it is, because a lot of people have been thinking the same way. People are just scared to talk out. Some people don't want to get cancelled, and especially some celebrities as well. This is why celebrities ain't shit. They know the right thing to say, but they just, they own, so they always co-sign this bullshit. I see them all the time co-signing it. There was like Dwayne Wade, his kid, he's like a girl now, right? He's a boy, right? But he's a girl now, but he's quite young. I don't know if he's like a teenager now, but when he done that transaction, he was young. And it's like, people are just scared to just tell their kid that, listen, man, you ain't got to be like this. You can feel the way you want to feel. And then when you're at a certain age, then make the decision. But when they're young, it's our job as parents and as guidance, as role models, to actually protect these kids from, going down that lane. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this though, man. At the end of the day, like, everyone has their own opinion. I heard people say things like, you can be born this way. I really don't believe it, but, prove me wrong. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay blessed. Peace.
God gave me grace. God gave me style. God gave me grace. God put a smile on my face. God made me smile on my face. God made me shine like the sun. God made me shine like the sun. Sometimes I feel like I'm the one. Sometimes I feel like it ain't my fault.